Apple has just announced all of the brand new features coming to WatchOS 10. That means you're going to get all of these updates on your Apple Watch, and we're going to talk about it in this video. Hey there, welcome to the video, and if you're new here, consider subscribing if you're into your Apple Watch, because we have a ton of Apple Watch tutorials on this channel, and we're the makers of buckleandband.com, luxury Apple Watch straps. So check out the link in the description below and give the channel a subscribe. Now in this video, we're talking about everything new in WatchOS 10. First of all, let's talk about those brand new watch faces. The first one is really cool if you like Snoopy. You can get Snoopy and Woodstock playing around on the face of your Apple Watch. Not only is it a nice animation, a little bit like the Mickey Mouse one, but Snoopy will actually interact with things like the weather and your activities as well. Next up, we have Palette. This is a brand new colorful watch face. Take a look at this and let me know what you think of this brand new watch face. Now, one thing we've noticed in WatchOS 10 compared to WatchOS 9 is that in WatchOS 9 you can actually just swipe through your watch faces by dragging your finger along your screen. But now in WatchOS 10 you do have to hold down the watch face to actually change it. What do you think about this change? Next up is a big change to Control Center. So Control Center is the area where you swipe up from the bottom of your Apple Watch to control cinema mode, put your battery in low power mode and things like that, turn on airplane mode. They've changed that. Now from any app you can simply get to Control Center by tapping the side button once. Kind of a strange change. I don't know if I'll accidentally be pressing this, so it'll be interesting to see how this one works. And then when we look in Control Center, we can see that Apple has made some UI changes to the way that some of the icons look. And there's also a brand new Apple Pay animation. Next up, Apple is introducing Smart Stack. Now, from within any Apple Watch face, you can simply use your digital crown to scroll up, and your watch is going to cycle through a load of notifications and widgets. So this is quite cool. It's actually going to be interactive, and it's going to change depending on what you're doing during the day. So for example, let's say I get to the office and I have a meeting. If I scroll up, I'm going to see my calendar pop up first. Then if I tend to go to the gym at lunchtime, that could be the next widget that comes up. So it's quite interesting to see that Apple have implemented something completely new here that we haven't seen on the Apple Watch before. Next up is a small change to the way the heart rate app looks. There's a brand new user interface for this one, and I think it looks a lot better than the one in WatchOS 9. We've also got a brand new Now playing screen. You can see that all of the play functions are now at the bottom of the screen. For those of you that use your Apple Watch as an alarm, there's now a new sleep and good morning screen for the Apple Watch, which I think looks really nice. We're also seeing changes to the Noise app. This is getting a whole new user interface, which makes the app a little bit easier to use. There's also a redesigned home screen. So instead of all the icons going left, right, and all over the place, we now have an option to scroll in blocks of 3s and 4s. This might make it a little bit easier to get through to some of your most used apps. Of course, you will be able to change back to your previous list and icon view, but what do you think of this new change? And then essentially we're seeing a huge UI change to all of the apps that we know and love, including the activity screen, the weather app, Messages is getting changes, Podcast has a new UI, the Smart Stack we talked about, the Workout app is changing, and there's new changes to cycling as well. You can now pair your Apple Watch to additional Bluetooth accessories, which means for cycling you can now get things like your cadence and other metrics a little bit more accurately than you could in the past. The Mindfulness app is also getting a bit of change, and you can include your state of mind during the day, so you can actually plot how you're feeling throughout your workday. And then a small change to FaceTime. You can now get group FaceTime calls directly on your Apple Watch, and you can view FaceTime video messages. So they are some of the big changes coming to WatchOS 10. What are your favorites? Let me know. And if you're in the market for a brand new Apple Watch strap, check out buckleandband.com, because we have a ton of luxury leather, vegan leather, and stainless steel straps. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out all of our Apple Watch tips videos right up here.